They didn't win.
That game was
pretty bad.
Okay, yeah, we shouldn't forget that even happened.
Oh.
Mark, etc., etc. But Void, previous patch, I mean, pretty bad.
The biggest problem with the old patch was the Necrobook push meta. Like, Void just can't deal with it. You have a 160-second cooldown Chronosphere. This
And
patch,
which
though,
item is removed?
And what's better than watching Alliance when Nika Baby gets Void? When Nika Baby gets Wraith King. There we go. So we now have 2 heroes for Alliance.
Woohoo!
Let's go.
Wow, that sounds like a flame a little bit.
Not really. They play really well with those. And then Morphling as well. Do you want to list all the heroes?
No?
Okay, cool.
I think any brawler, I think any
Yeah,
mid-game,
any
like 1 or
fight.
2 item hero, just ramming down their throats. That's what
Okay, and you
it's all
still
about.
don't want to see Mickey in one of the traditional carries. You want to see him on the pucks and the lashes and stuff.
I think if you look at the comparison of carry to carry, Nika Baby is traditionally more farm and kind of relies on the team to make more space to get him into the game.
Yeah.
So I like the idea of the opposite carry then being more kind of active and punishing that type of timing, but also you can fall victim to not hitting that timing, and now suddenly Alliance has this, Nika Baby 1v9 scenario. So it really is finding the balance, and when you don't have any information because of new patch, finding that's really hard. So we might want to see Mickey playing a more semi-carry, but with all the kind of variables we're not aware of right now, we might just see him playing just standard heroes just to kind of ease themselves in.
Yeah, I was about to say I'd kind of prefer them to do more of the standard.
Yes.
Because this patch, there's just not enough information to know how quickly you can reliably end the game. And I think a lot of teams, their default to make sure they have like a backup plan is just have a strong 5-man. Like just have 2 or 3 R buttons that you can press. And I know that if you're against Liquid and you see this timing push coming, I would not be surprised that Alliance has like a Phoenix Mars or something up there.
Well, when you're talking about Team Liquid and their standard type draft, Team Liquid actually, in their standard draft, have got the Brood Mother, have got the Huskar Oracle, have got the Lone Druid. Are all those heroes viable at the moment? I know Huskar has been banned out quite a bit, just like Oracle, so I would imagine that's still on the table, but did Lone Druid get even changed? Are we going to see Quake for Lone Druid?
He got his shard a little bit buffed.
I think the main thing for Liquid, and for pretty much half a year now, if not longer, they've not relied on those heroes to do well.
Yeah.
So it's nice knowing that when a new patch comes out, every team goes, we have to think about them again.
Yeah.
Because they kind of they fall off over time, right? So I think that's the main thing. And I just want to see maybe Alliance look towards Liquid and go less about heroes, but the playstyle. At the major, Liquid fell short because the whole make a lot of stacks, let's just utilize the map, that got picked apart. Jungle invasion, pressure, fight, take it away. Now Liquid has no fallback plan.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see Alliance maybe look towards that, kind of copy what teams did against Liquid at the major, and now suddenly you don't get Insania having this free game of, look at my jungle, it's overflowing with creeps, now that's pressured as well. But yeah, a lot of stuff to look at from the major, and then copy that into this game, and then both teams should be on a good level playing field.
So I've been saying that because of PL, a lot of these range carries aren't looking too hot, like the Lunas and the Gyros and the Drows and such. But I think these heroes are gonna make a comeback. I'm telling you, one of these, like, I think Liquid might be the ones that try out the
Drow team. Yeah, the Drow team. Yep.
I want to see it.
All you need to do is ban APL. Sounds very simple, and we are going to find out if they're going to do that, because we are very close to having the draft ready between Team Liquid and Alliance. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after the break. teams also seem to be committed for their roster. Like, this would have been the time where you would have had a change. This is the team that didn't change on both sides, so this is the team that they want to take to TI.
Yeah, for sure. I think there's 3 or 4 European teams that wouldn't change their rosters, and of course Liquid Alliance are most likely them. But yeah, this series is just, you don't know who's going to win it. They're both great teams. I think the key thing is, at international space, they falter. They don't look consistent. Again, we have one tournament to go off, but it isn't the best showing. When they're in their own region, they're easily arguably top 4 teams, both of these two teams. So the fact that ignoring the changes, like Nigma and OG from previous season, they're like,
no, my frown was not because of that.
Oh, what's the frown?
Because you mentioned consistency, and I do agree that is super important for these teams. That's the story of the whole major, like which teams were consistent, which team weren't. Alliance, the reason that they came second in the upper division previous season is because they were consistent during the season.
That's true.
Team Liquid was not. They had to play tiebreakers, Brian. They were not consistent.
It's just a rough start that they got off to, and you just can't afford to do that. I think they've done that even in the leagues prior to DPC throughout the course of COVID last year. I will say for Liquid that I mentioned it the other day already, that I watched Insania's stream, and he literally said a Chinese team wouldn't allow them to farm here or whatever. So what I'm saying is they clearly came from this major with like a humble, okay, we got beat, maybe like we did not put on the showing people expected out of us. How can we quickly learn from the people that one-upped us? And
this is beautiful.
There's the Mars Phoenix. I literally said Mars Phoenix.
But this, okay, so...
This is the second pick thing though, right? So because we have the return of pick into double pick, right?
Yeah.
Combos are really strong. You either go combo or you go flex support, And this is Alliance's bread and butter before that change. It was like Centaur +1, Mars +1, sometimes Tide +1, and
Guys, this opening, Phoenix Mars, it was the same opening done a couple of times at the major, but mostly during the group stage, because guess what? You buy a BKB, it's over. And they don't even need to buy a BKB because they got a Juggernaut, so he's fine either way. I thought this is, like, I'm disappointed. I'm seeing a drop from the previous patch.
Well, the thing is, though, the heroes are still very good. And I think you have to look at Mars Phoenix in a way where they are very good teamfight heroes, and they have really strong laning because, of course, the spirits plus the rebuke, the spirit, it's so potent. The issue is simply, after laning phase, you're kind of slow around the map. You react to good engagements, or you pressure objectives really well, but you're not like taking skirmishing the entire time. And that's why heroes like Juggernaut, for example, is one of the best against this, because he's really good in lane. He can get rid of the spirit damage, the healing ward helps you through, but he's also a skirmishing carry. We saw that with OG when Anna played it, or Humble God, sorry.
Sorry.
I
was gonna correct you.
Sorry, Humble God.
Come on.
It's his ability to play fights with Little Farm, and I think that's where you now have Oracle and Jug. They're going to be able to deal with this combo pretty well, but it's not that bad from we got the cow. Yes.
Okay, this is your personal favorite?
I love Spirit Breaker.
But is he good at the moment?
Oh, he's always good.
Well, we saw him yesterday. He definitely lost.
All right.
I think he went up in value because of all these heroes that got move speed caps.
Yeah,
I think he went up.
Exactly. And no disrespect to Snaking, but that was not a Spirit Breaker performance. He was charging literally to his own death every single time he pressed the button. The S key does exist. That's a joke. I love Snaking.
You can actually just right click. You don't even have the S.
That's true. You can stop a charge. Fine.
With literally anything.
Why is Spirit Breaker good, you ask? I like the fact that it's, like BSJ said, it's movement cap that you can get rid of. Not many heroes can do that right now. But it's also BKB piercing stun, and a hero that can start the fight really well. And against heroes like Juggernaut, for example, that's threat on spin. You can always cancel the spin TP. Obviously, you can't charge the spin itself, but you charge through him, and then you can cancel.
It's important to immediately address the Jug, because they banned out a lot of the carry counters, the PA, the Void, the Slark. I'm surprised they left the Ursa in. That's almost like a disrespect to the hero, I think. I'm now more leaning towards Alliance going for something like a Dusa or a Drow themselves, because these heroes go really well with Spirit Breaker in lane, and they also match up fairly well against the Jug.
And I think for Spirit Breaker to have a good game, he doesn't like playing up against slows. Stuns are annoying, but slows are the worst thing, because status resistance doesn't really help you too much, because when you're inside a slow, it's kind of clunky, like ground slow, sorry. So when you already see Oracle, a backline hero that you need to catch as well, I like the idea of what Alliance is bringing.
They do have 2 purges, though, already. with the Oracle as well as the Enchantress who get rid of the
Enchantress.
Yeah, what do we think of that support duo in general, Enchantress Oracle? It seems like it's not as mobile as a lot of the four.
Could be a 3.
Could be a
the
3-inch.
yeah.
Inch? Okay.
I'll do the research, guys. See if Boxy's been playing it.
I don't know about inch 3 after the Razor pick because you are not slowed by Untouchable when you raise somebody. Because you're not
your attacks will still.
Yeah,
because
you're not technically
right-clicking.
like the source of your attack.
Yeah.
However it's coded.
But you are, as Enchantress, you are pretty speedy, so you can run away.
Yeah, so it's like I think in lane it's fine.
Yeah.
But later on, you're like it is one of the heroes that
10
does not have to
seconds
itemize
remaining.
specifically in order to kill you.
On his main account, Boxy has not played Ench offlane.
5
so
seconds
if
remaining.
It doesn't seem like a boxy hero,
Can you
right?
check on Taiga?
Maybe
When's
it's
the
more
last
likely
time
it's a
he's
four
played
Oracle?
Enchantress?
He has played 2 days ago and 3 days ago. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is most likely the 4.
Oh, okay.
But we've seen so many position 4s be super successful when they are able to be mobile, and Enchantress doesn't strike me as that type of hero.
So classic old usage of Ench 4 and Chen 4 is the idea that you play a strong lane and then you're collapsing on mid with the creeps and you're forcing the objective.
Yeah.
I think the difficult thing here is simply when you're playing into heroes like Razor, Mars, Phoenix, these are heroes that basically don't ever get rotated on. Because if you're pressuring him, the turnaround potential of their survivability comes into play. And then you pair that with this global presence of Spirit Breaker, one misstep from an Ench or a misstep from one rotation and you're dying to these quick spells.
Turn to ban.
I think the key thing here is for Liquid, they have really good fight and skirmish and non-stop aggression, and if they're calculated about it and can bait out key spells and then reinitiate for the second fight, that's when they're going to look pretty good. When there's no egg, when there's no arena, they're going to exploit the lack of damage that Alliance has. They have great control, great team fight, but the damage is not really there. It's slow over time. That's where Healing Ward might come into play.
How do you feel about this Quap pick?
It's like the classic I hate Razor, I pick Quap type situation.
So that's what I was kind of thinking, because like with what you said Liquid's game plan was, I agree with, but on the map itself, like you can't
10
run away from the
seconds
Spear
remaining.
Breaker, Mars. Razor's also like a really fast hero that is good follow-up. He's not going to be the guy
Turn to
that
ban.
sets up the kills, but the problem I have with Queen of Pain is I'm under the impression she's really bad at mid against Spear Breaker. Like I thought Spear Breaker really punishes this hero throughout the course of the game, because you have no natural way to interrupt the charge. Your escape mechanism isn't like effective against the guy that just keeps chasing after you. If
10
they were to pick
seconds
like a last
remaining.
pick Viper or something that beats the Queen of Pain in lane, is that
5
not possible?
seconds
Are they
remaining.
100% sure this is a mid Razor?
No, I think the Spirit Breaker Quap idea is Spirit Breaker doesn't like ganking heroes that have their own mobility spells, because if they're able to be used, they just disconnect and you can never get the kill, right? Quap's also a Yule's buyer.
Alliances
The Yule's goes
turn
through
to
status
ban.
resistance, therefore you can kind of get rid of his rotation straight away. And you do need a hero that can potentially play up into this Razor. Alliance with last pick, he can be in safe lane or mid, right? And I think if it's mid, and Quap's going to be pretty happy. And if it's safe lane, now suddenly Quap's playing into a counter. So I think that's where, they just need to pick a hero that can at least survive the Spirit Breaker, and then also maybe play into a potential counter down the line.
Okay.
So what is that? Because Centaur,
10
Sand King
seconds
both
remaining.
removed. Do we need one of the real tanky offlaners
They
coming
need like a
out for box?
Slardar
5
or something.
seconds
Something that
remaining.
amps
Slardar
up.
is definitely a boxing
Yeah,
hero.
boxy hero, frontliner, like amps up the damage they have. I feel like they have underwhelming damage output right now.
Oh.
They go for a void. Okay, DK right now. I'm pretty sure it's DK mid. Like you have two elusive cores. I assume the Void Spirit's a core. It matches up well in game against the Jug. You need like a point-click stun because all you have right now is like a bunch of AoE teamfight stuff. I think they would be heavily outdrafted if Alliance were to pick DK right here. But maybe they're just committed to having Razor mid despite the Quap pick.
I mean, they can swap it out as well, right? They can put Voice Spirit mid, or is that
Yeah,
very
I guess they
terrible?
could side lane the Quap, maybe like mix things up, like just in case.
If they really want to, then there's
10
that option.
seconds remaining.
Alliance still has the full 2 minutes left in their bonus time, by the way. They had a
5
plan coming
seconds
into this
remaining.
series. I like that, even if I don't like the Phoenix Mars opening. I like that they come with a plan, and apparently they've been able to get everything that they wanted.
Yeah, so right now, again, like we mentioned already, Liquid, it's about they're currently being kind of cute with the flex of the Void and the Quap. Most likely, Quap will just be mid, Void will be off lane. But unless there's like some big glaring pick from Alliance which forces that to swap, then that's the case. And
Nico baby got targeted hard, huh?
honestly, I'd love to see like even like an anti-mage, just like just super hard carry here. Like you literally have no cares in the game about your towers being taken early. Ench is annoying, but you have Mars Phoenix Razor.
Yeah.
Jug's annoying, but you have Spirit Breaker.
And the lockdown is
Yeah.
not that convincing on
Exactly.
the side of Team Liquid at all.
I'm just concerned that if Alliance were to pick another lane pressure hero,
Oh, they script.
Oh,
They
the,
go
yeah,
the
why
be-all,
not?
end-all.
Sneaky LPL just
Yeah.
all the way to
I'm
the
not
end.
gonna lie to you. I think Jug's one of the best carries in the entire game against PL. Like, I think he's like top 3, if not honestly the best right now. I
Is
think
that because of the...
shard battle fury interaction.
So you just spin and then just
You
run him
spin
down?
on top of like all the PLs, and you're not only doing like the 290 damage a second or whatever, but you're also cleaving. So I'm not a huge fan of the PL because against Quap Jug it doesn't match up amazingly, but they have 4 heroes that are pretty much meant to run at you, and PL is one of the best heroes in the game to capitalize on it, so they have a very clear game plan. I don't think it's like a terrible pick by any means, but I'm actually going to go with Liquid because I think they've got what it takes to close the gap.
I don't know if you guys saw, but it will be a Mars mid and a Razor offlane. S4 will be playing the Razor, and Mars will be played by Limp.
That still doesn't do very well against Quap,
No.
as far as I know.
I think the key thing here is Liquid, they have the resources to break down a map quickly after laning phase.
Yes.
And to punish a PL who has to farm 2-3 items to even enter the game safely. And that's where, again, if Liquid can execute, sure. But the lack of tower damage kind of puts me in a fearful point where a high ground egg demolishes them. You know, a high ground arena, especially now it's mid with a good game. Razor versus Jug, if Razor has a good game. So yeah, I think I'm going to favour Alliance just because of the overwhelming team fight and scaling, and on a new patch, the insecurities of ending quickly is kind of hard. So yeah.
Okay.
I just think they have serious mid-game damage issues on Alliance. So if they can get PL's like 3rd item, they're good.
All right, well, we're going to find out if Nico Baby can walk away with that game on the PL or if he'll be stopped by Team Liquid. It is time to watch the game together with our commentary team of Cap and Kyle.
One of the best rivalries in Dota 2 right now. Team Liquid versus Alliance. These
Prepare for battle.
Que juegues y tal, ¿no? Pero en cuanto a eres como más bufeados.
Неделе. Ну, а если говорить о мейджоре, то обе команды, очевидно, ну, плохо себя показали на этом турнире. Я думаю, что
totally just bomb out of the group stage. Meanwhile, Liquid, a little bit rough for DPC, but they managed to be all the way through the wild card, all the way through the groups, and managed to end up being the second best European team at that event. So it is very interesting. And S4 is going to be playing up to top. This is something that I'm expecting Liquid to be doing right now.
They're not going to dual lane mid, are they?
Yeah, they are.
Is this a thing? Oh my god, of all the games I get to cast, this is the Han special. You know, the whole meta was 2-2-1. There was not a single game you wouldn't dual lane middle. I haven't seen it in Dota in years.
The battle begins.
Fall before us.
No, mano, de la época del TA. Un poco más al TA.
Валась.
Monetize или 2HO, как-то так там
Может
игрока
быть,
играл.
может быть.
Вот, может быть, именно под таким тегом они...
Не
Bueno, y este es... cuidado. Blade
No,
Fury,
no
man.
creo que Blade muera. El Blade Fury en la línea del medio no es muy fuerte porque...
Дабл линия именно в центр была отправлена коллективом Liquid.
переставили, чтобы комфортно линии стояли, как наши ребята в студии полагали, что пойдет Квапа искать Разора и Джиггернат будет искать Марса. Все-таки получилось, Liquid поставили линии, как им удобно, как им выгодно. Но только тут дабл линия получается против одного лимпа.
В этом и особенность, потому что такое у нас редко происходит. Свапаются линии, свапаются, но центральная линия остается...
Dire's courier has been killed.
Died.
What a bounty!
Его там просто уничтожили. Крипста, то есть 4 просто запредельный. 19 на 11. Квапа стоит, не имея много опыта там, и реально крипов не бьет абсолютно.
И вот самый главный момент, тут сейчас Тайга еще забирает курьера Кабэйби, но тот уже успел донести себе артефакт. Как этой Квапе реализовываться? Вот сколько раз Квапу я видел, которая появлялась там в Китае, да, например, были такие моменты там в Китае чуть ли не на первый пик себе брали и решали играть.
Just not
First blood, and the atmosphere's electric.
Dire are scanning.
Did you think it was yours?
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's structures are fortified.
Denied. Arcane mysteries.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'll see myself.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Glory regeneration. Bounty.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Looking good.
Dire are are scanning.
You two, follow me! Wish fulfilled. Mere coin? You will die in a house fire. Double damage! Want that? Double time! Execution style! My power is a powerful enemy. There's a fine line between bravery and stupidity.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning. That was perfect. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
East. Bounty.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. You want me? Come get me.
You will die in a house fire.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Faith in fate.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Fire. Bounty.
What you don't see can most certainly hurt you.
Bounty. Regeneration.
Neither fair nor foul.
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Roshan has fallen to the down. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Add another to the tally.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Well played. I didn't think you had what it takes.
Get me home, get me.
You will die in a house fire.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Let the bodies die.
Our fates. Your death approaches.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Face your death. Fall before us.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Nature attend us.
Mortal royalty should thank me.
Where are you going? My sprites are with us.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. courier has been killed. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Heal us.
And without end.
Dire are scanning.
Wish fulfilled. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's top barracks are under. Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Heal us. Where are you going?
is a great conductor. Illusion.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Victory.
Yeah, Lions got to turn it up.
All right, Lions, see if they can shake off some of the rust here and wake up for the second season of the DPC. It's now or never if you want to be able to make it to TI. You've got to be able to show up here and now. So, it's just game one. Let's go ahead and talk to the panel, see what they think is going to happen for the rest of the series.
Thank you very much. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff happening for the rest of the series. At least I hope so. I hope Alliance force out that third game because we know they can do it and give us a full competitive series. But first, let's just start by breaking down game one of this best of three series. We're going to do exactly that after the break. Getting anything top, and she didn't get that much top, but the team rallied around and they made it work. Great start for Team Liquid. Alliance, I hope they got something better up their sleeves for game number 2, and game number 2 is very close. We'll take a break and then we'll be right back with more Dota 2 here. Here with T-Gov, and we're ready for the draft. We saw Alliance open with the Phoenix Mars. I'm curious if that was that the problem? What was the problem?
I
if
really
you were to
think Liquid just played
draft,
cleaner.
They just played cleaner?
I think they actually just played cleaner. I think if they had executed it... So what Liquid's draft was like 5 individual heroes that kind of do their own thing. Yeah, like Oracle saves some people, but they don't have any fancy team fight. They don't have any... They have a very non-traditional lineup, and they just played the map very uniquely in a way that you can tell, even though it's not traditional, they knew exactly what they want to do with their heroes. On the other hand, you have Mars Phoenix. You're meant to just push some R buttons and get a couple kills off of it. You know, you're not going to win the game off of it, but it's going to give you some momentum. It's going to make some space for the PL. Yeah. And they just straight up botched the R buttons.
That's the key thing. Alliance, if they have spells, they get kills. If they don't have spells, they don't do anything. Liquid, they have multiple ways to take different types of skirmishes and engagements, and it just showed that it felt like as a team, Liquid was just performing that little bit better than Alliance, especially in game 1, because they had the lineup that if they get the right fights, they can get that ball rolling. And for Alliance, when you draft yourselves kind of like heroes that can fight or can't fight with that simple kind of timings, they never really hit any timing. They never hit any fight which went their way. And I think when you draft like this and you can't execute like that in the game, it is worrying. And I hope they can bounce back into game 2, because if they perform like they did in game 1, this could potentially be a quick series.
Yep. Is there anybody in particular that you felt like was just playing off?
I think just the beats of Alliance were just kind of going wrong, right? We weren't seeing the cores that aligned themselves with the right fight. They kept trying to go for the quap. Technically, Spirit Breaker was forcing a lot of fights and trying to get those jumps, but
the synergy was a little off.
It's just
I specifically think I never really thought of him as like a Mars player. It's not like a flame saying he's terrible at Mars. I just think that like a much more experienced Mars player would not have missed that arena. And sometimes like when you have an ultimate combo like that can be kind of the backbreaker. And I also think that Spirit Breaker leaving
10 seconds remaining.
Razor alone top around 7 or 8 minutes in to charge a Void Spirit was just so weird. I didn't know what else to think about that. Like you're not ganking a Void Spirit, and your Razor ended up dying when he was S4 was level 6 when Quakefo was level 4. So when you die like that, it's not only just like a normal death. You're now giving the guy who previously had no game a game. And this Necrophos, a hero we were kind of expecting to see in the DPC after literally getting every spell he has buffed.
5 seconds
we saw it earlier against Nyx in Division 2. I thought, that's not exactly the support I would have in mind to pick Necrophos against. I kind of put Grubstroke in the same boat. You Ghost Shroud, you just give him the Phantom, and he can't hit it.
Alliances
I don't know if that's really a great matchup. I don't know what you think about that, Tio.
No, I agree. I think Grim does do really well against Necro, but I'm just thinking kind of like, think about Alliance game 1 to game 2. What do they need to change up? They need to find a new kind of new approach, and this is a completely different style, it feels, from game 1.
Yeah.
And Necro into Grim, it's still, of course, like the 1v1 spell usage, just Grim kind of comes out ahead in that regard, but it's the idea of Alliance grouping up and applying pressure. This time they're not going to be waiting around for Nika Baby to farm up. I'd expect them to pick a more active carry, play out their strong lanes, because they were ahead, right? And at 13-14 minutes, they threw the game away, and basically every fight after that, they failed. So this kind of feels like the same philosophy of we'll win our lanes, but this time we're collectively grouping around a hero that can kind of keep that pressure being applied.
That's fair.
So even if I just love Grim Voice for as an opening. I think if you're second pick, this double opening is super strong, and we'll probably be seeing this a lot more as well. It's like they're so flexible, right? Yeah. Grim plays multiple lanes, Voice plays multiple lanes.
I want to see some Gyro. That's my #1 carry against Necro.
Yes.
You got mixed damage, and then you have like enough physical to bring him down eventually, but in the mid game, that Ghost Shroud is not the invincibility that you're looking for. I think Liquid's either going to go for the Gyro or the Lesh. Those are like the 2 heroes that really stand out to me. You may say, oh, they already have their mid laner or whatever. We've seen them have drafts where they have literally 3 mid lane cores. So, meaning obviously they all play each lane, but you could argue to say each one of those could be their mid laner.
We haven't mentioned this at all, but there's VT. Do you think
Drow's very possible. Drow is very good against
very fighting.
Yes.
The Brood first phase ban. We haven't mentioned that at all in the second game now.
We had not, but I mean it's against Team Liquid.
Old news.
Old news.
No, but if Lions win the series, for example, the question is this because you've seen people play the Brood, or is it you have no idea how Brood operates within like a competitive environment?
You're not willing to find out
exactly.
now.
So you're like, we don't want to go near this.
I don't blame him.
I actually think it's more likely to be that.
Yeah.
The hero's very different now. The timings and lane matchups and
Yeah, I mean, it used to also be one of those heroes
10
that you would just
seconds
ban
remaining.
because it just changes the way that you want
Yeah.
to play, right?
5 seconds
Previous game, you
remaining.
said Juggernaut was great against the PL in terms of carry. Juggernaut now banned out. Is PL on the table for Nico, baby? I know you didn't really agree with his lack of shard building earlier in the game.
Humble God went for a minute 21.
Yeah, humble God. Come on, go follow him.
I can't take it seriously when I say that. If they were to pick like a Drow on fourth
Yeah.
for Liquid, then I think Alliance would be very likely to pick up the PL. But if they go the Gyro route, which is probably more likely now that I think about it, just because you always have to consider what their follow-up pick's going to be. I'm thinking of range carries because you have the ET.
This is where you just go for like a casual Warlock on Alliance. You have
I'm
the
down- I'm
strong,
down for that.
The strong Necro Earthrit lane. Okay, go for a Lich.
That's interesting because it's a similar idea to Warlock where you go on the Necro and you punish, but he has the Frost Shield.
And they go for the Drow. There you go.
The ET Drow, but then the PL.
Alright, the question is, does Alliance just go for like a Spectre? You know, we're in new patch vibe.
You know what? Spectre's
We saw
actually
it in
better.
low
I
division.
actually like Spectre better than PL here. Yeah, Spectre's really nice.
You have like the early tower defense of Lich, Necro, Earthrit. Kind of those three play the game, plus some active mid lane.
Turn to
I kind of see like
Drow Ranger.
a resurgence of Spectre here, only because of the Drow. Like any other carry here, we're talking about a completely different hero pool for that. But you need someone to play with the Earthrit. Lich and Necro, they do not get to the backlines. So you need a core who can also kind of marry up with that kind of backline catcher.
10 seconds remaining.
It has to be PL or Spectre. I don't see another option.
Yeah.
Slark,
5
maybe.
seconds remaining.
For a lot of people that might be tuning in after a while of watching Dota, can you guys summarize why Drow now actually would work?
I'm a firm believer that the Manta cooldown is like a huge boost to Drow Luna. What they did was that the Manta used to have a 45-second cooldown on the ranged heroes as opposed to the 30 seconds on melee, and they just said, let's just make them all the same. You know, we're not going to discriminate just because you fire from a long distance. So now they get the 30-second cooldown Manta. You use it to push out extra lanes. You're not afraid to use it to farm because in the past, if you used it to farm, most of the time you get caught out during the cooldown and die. So in this case, like Sven, it's nice because you have the Warcry. Not only is it good against Drow for the plus armor, but it's also good against ET for the plus armor. I legit think they're going to survive for a while, but they can't get on top of this Drow. Like, that's what I'm concerned about. You do not have the ability.
How about Superman Sven?
So the Sven Ags still applies to Superman, right?
Yes, it does.
And it doesn't dispel anymore. That's now tied into the shard,
It's
right?
now the shard, yes.
So the shard, yeah, so I'm looking here. So the shard is
remaining.
CD reduction and dispel and range, right?
Yes.
5
They
seconds
basically made it
remaining.
the 20 talent and the 15 talent back when Sven was broke.
Sure. Because, yeah, Sven is still very good here. It's the whole idea of the catch, right? Like we mentioned, like PL and Spectre, but this is just like the old style. You just buy an Alex and Sven, and now you pair up stun into stun, and then some heroes will die. There isn't really saves other than ET with the sleep, so yeah, I don't mind it. I think the key thing here is there just isn't really anything to do for Alliance outside of the early enable Necro rotations. Like Sven hits creeps, they need a mid laner who's like super active. He needs to be able to like connect the dots right now because they just...
I agree. Last game they really did lack that. Like Mars is like okay for that, but man, I don't think the age of mobile heroes in the mid lane is over by any means. Just because of all the reworks to runes and stuff, I don't think that changed the way the map gets played despite random terrain changes. I think you need that guy like the Void Spirit from Boxy last game. It came from the offlane, sure, but the fact that this Razor, who is having such a good start, just gets ganked by this Void Spirit, you just didn't see the same thing coming out from Alliance. I think you have to have one core that can do that.
I think from these bans, though, I think Necro is most likely mid here, and they're going to be going for a last pick offlane, because like Pugner into Necro mid, Pugner just wins that, I think. And then, of course, you have Timbersaw straight into Sven, so it's kind of a casual ban into a kind of cover on Necro ban. I think the power of Liquid here, when you're second pick with Void Spirit here, it's so easy to draft, right? Is it your offlane? Is it your mid? We get to choose at the very end.
Yeah.
And Alliance, they tried doing like this soft flex with this Necro, but they now have to reveal something. Unless they pick some offlane that can also mid and kind of surprise Liquid, but...
Ban the Centaur, Liquid.
10 seconds
You got rid of the Mars. Oh, Darkseer? I think it's Centaur. It's the only hero that makes his entire team get on top of you.
It is a lot of beefy boys with no real damage outside of Earthra ult and Lich ult for like 20 minutes.
I just feel like no matter how much damage they have, if they can't get the Drow...
Yeah, that's true.
Drow's just... If you're on top of her, she does literally nothing. If you can't catch her, she kills you.
Alliance's turn to pick.
Is this where you go for like the beast mid for the Hawk vision?
Yeah, what
Hey,
happened
you
to that?
still
That
need
was
to
good
get on
first
top
pick.
of Jar though. You can see her, but then what? I guess Earth Spirit runs
She's
in
killing
and
us. Oh no.
you know, Earth Spirit can run in. Maybe they think Earth Spirit is
10
enough to
seconds
deal with the
remaining.
drought. They
Give
go
them the
for
lash.
the Dragonite.
This is the flex though, you know? They did pick up a hero that
5
S4
seconds
can play in offlane
remaining.
and mid.
Just give him Lash, dude.
Yeah.
Lash is so good here. Because it's good against both of them. It's good against Necro and DK.
Yeah, I think if Liquid just goes for like some type of tower push or some type of just
turn to
map
pick.
pressure here, they're in a really good spot to emulate game one.
You're handing them the perfect Lush game. Liquid knows it. Insania is just... this is just posturing. This is all just posturing.
He's just wondering if anybody, you know, needs to get a drink of water, a little bit of a snack,
10
Quick for
seconds
plays.
remaining.
stretch.
Quick for plays the Lash, right?
All right, and now when it's
Yeah.
not
5
Lash, we get to see why
seconds
Brian
remaining.
thinks the next hero is the best
Viper
hero.
would be reasonable. They have a lot of damage amp. If they wanted to go offlaner, I still go with the Slardar. Just because an anti-carry would be really good here
Yeah.
to disable the Sven.
What if Liquid goes for the centaur? And then they have their own beefy boy.
I mean, they already got like the guys that go in.
All right, just picture it. Sven Stormhammers onto Drow. Centaur ults. Drow then runs all the way back to the fountain somehow. Imagine.
Okay.
Yep.
Magic.
And a Hurricane Pike.
And 5/4 stuff. Suddenly in the fountain.
Yeah, everyone, right when Sven got that new Ags, we all did it once.
Yeah,
you were
we
at the
tried.
tier 3s, you were sieging, and you're like, that guy's coming up, and you stun him, and you just,
There
you
we
know.
go.
Oh, they end up going
Oh,
back for
Never
the
mind. They understood who the carry was last game.
Oh,
My bad,
yes.
My bad.
And it will be Taiga again for the
Wow,
end.
last
5 ET. Yeah.
What is this, a core Grim? Yeah,
Yes,
it's a-
looks like it. Quick Fight Grim.
Cool.
Yeah, they needed a mixed damage magic hero, or like just a heavy magic damage nuker to give them the mixed damage, because you have the Drow, immense amount of physical. I'm surprised
Enchantress.
You may now
I guess there's
select your heroes.
no gap close really, so they're not afraid to have the Drow Grimstroke course.
This is kind of just the same as the first game now. Alliance has a position of early rotations are enabling an offlane, and then eventually Nika Baby needs to get into the game. But the early pressure and just the 5-man potential of Liquid's going to come into play, and just the team fight execution and just the synergy. Liquid was just better
Yeah.
game one, and I think if they have that going for them again game two, they have the draft to have the same tankiness, the same kind of punishment, and yeah, I'm concerned for Alliance.
So you're hoping that in the break they were able to just have a pep talk, and that this game they will be in sync.
Yeah, I just want to see them make one move as a team where they get a kill, and then they can move forward.
That shouldn't be too much to ask.
They didn't do it in the first game.
This game kind of
Horror
looks
game.
like a zombie horde movie to me, where you got Alliance who's like trying to swarm in and swoop and take down the stronghold that Liquid's got. While they got all these like guys with snipers, you know, they got Enchantress, they got Grimstroke, they got Drow on the back. It's like, can you get on top of them and gobble them up? I don't know. I don't really believe they can. I think Liquid's got it.
All right, well, let's find out if Liquid can start the season off with a 2-0, or if Alliance will force them to a third game of this best-of-3 series. We're heading off to our commentary duo of Kyle and Cap.
I don't know about that analogy. Zombies versus the stronghold, is that how you view it? I feel like T-Governor was pretty on point with the whole concept of kind of repeating what we saw from last game.
BO3 hasn't watched as much C and B tier movies as we have. He's quite up to date on the styles, but
It's true. He is a movie snob. I can attest to that.
Yeah, if it's not well reviewed by the
Intolerable. He's anything below
Prepare for
90%.
battle.
He just
Yeah.
won't even look at it.
We'll see. I get the assessment, though. The thing about it is that Liquid's damage output is pretty absurd. The ET Spirit removing all the magic armor from range, combined with then what'll likely be a Blade Rush. However, the one thing they're missing this game is that get out of jail free card. There's no Oracle Ultimate to save anybody. And I look at the lines, I'm like, damn, that's a lot of stuns. If they get on top of the Drow, they get on top of really anybody. They're all incredibly squishy.
is too good.
Where's the peel? Where's the save? It doesn't exist. So if Alliance get momentum, it's going to be a hell of a lot easier for them to close out this game and find openings.
Yeah. Not having a save mechanism against somebody like Necrophos is also pretty scary, right?
Yes.
It's like if they've got all
30
these
seconds
stuns,
to battle.
they've got nice initiation. Or okay. It's okay initiation, let's say.
Yeah.
But if they do get that initiation in there, that person's just going to get Reaper Scythe. The team fight's going to end up 5 versus 4 real quick.
Dyer's
So we'll
courier
see what
has been
Insania is
killed.
able to do in a very different style here with the Elder Titan. See if he can just dominate the laning phase with this hero, or if the Necrophos Earth Spirit is going to be enough to repel him.
This is a
The
pretty...
battle begins.
It's not the easiest 5, I'll be honest. You see, I think SVG over in NA is the one person I've seen really play this a bunch. No Tail does as well, I suppose. But definitely not the same as an Oracle by any means. And I think that the bans from Alliance this game made a lot of sense. Just opening with the Oracle ban. Do not give that to Insania. It just kind of makes Liquid just look better. They can play with no fear. Whereas this game, they're going to have to be a lot more hesitant against this massive stun combination on Alliance.
It definitely feels like not only is Insania good with that hero, but they have a strong understanding as a team. You know, there's so many times where Boxy is just kind of like fearlessly diving in because he knows ultimately if he did get speared in that last game, he's going to receive a false promise of the UK.
It's going to be a very tough game for S4. Bottom lane can go well, which is easier said than done against MT, but it'll set them up for success.
I feel like it's already kind of okay, right? The fact that whenever you're matched up against an Elder Titan support, it helps to be able to have a ranged core, right?
Mm-hmm. Most certainly.
Of course, the interesting matchup is this one right here. Core Grimstroke for Koipa against just a good old classic for Limp, Dragonite.
I like this for him more than Mars. I think Alliance also play much better when they have an ability to take towers. The previous game, yeah, sure, Limp was ahead. Thought he played a pretty solid first 15 minutes, but, you know, ultimately as a Mars, there's nothing you can do to actually apply tower damage. You know, you're just sort of running around the map, he's farming, like... You know, it wasn't as if Liquid were giving too many opportunities for easy kills. Whereas now, oh, you want to give me some space? I'll just click this tower. He can actually take matters in his own hands now.
Why do you think he struggled last game? Because Limp is shown in the history, like, for example, as Lena. Like, he does play heroes that operate purely off of hunting heroes and not necessarily putting tower pressure.
The thing is, Lena scales. You know, you're going to be a source of damage later on. When you go this Yules build, I mean, look at the items he had at the end of the game. It was Blink, Yules, Vlad's BKB.
Yeah.
That is not those are not two-position items. That's offlaner style.
Right.
So, you know, if he's got some Deso Daedalus, by all means, it can be a little different. You know, he does play a hell of a Magnus too, but again, that's what Echo Saber, BKB, Daedalus, maybe a Blink in there somewhere. Who cares? I do think that this team looks better when Limp is able to actually dish out damage.
Surprise, FNG! Maybe chasing this Enchantress wasn't quite what you had in mind. FNG ducks back, but it's going to cost him his life here. First blood goes to Taiga.
Really tough to play Lich into Enchantress. The shield can get purged off, and even if it isn't, the creep, the chat spam from Liquid. If you don't have him on Mute Alliance, you might want to get that handled right away.
Now Nico Baby, while the support is gone, is going to be pressed quite heavily. Might even die here.
Whoa! What?
What was that? He was asking for whatever items
I
was
heard a
supposed to be all passed over, but yeah.
Did he... Maybe we'll have to see a replay. I think FNG salved him and he just stopped moving.
Bottom lane, Insania is in trouble here. They don't even look at him as he falls to the ground. Hans getting an S4.
I left my hoofprints in your backside.
Discreet.
What the hell is going on?
Nico Baby just kind of... FNG came in and he was like, hold me. Watch again.
Dyer's courier has been killed.
Yeah, he was getting salved. That was very odd. Maybe
they're getting got on again here in this top lane, so it's maybe not looking so hot as There goes FNG dead again.
Yeah, sorry, we couldn't even catch it happening too fast. Just too easy. Quick remnant into a centaur stun, and yeah, that's just a dead Lich.
At this point, this is a very different game now.
Charge too.
They are just dominating this laning phase. If they kill Nico Baby again.
Dearly departed.
Oh, they get in front of him. Nicely done by Boxy with the urn charge. It's not quite enough. Nico Baby ticking, but doesn't actually tick out here. Hiding away into the trees. Liquid are going to take a lot of damage here as they get out of this tower range. They're still trying to chase for him on the other side of the map, though. They do manage to get both of the kills at bottom lane without giving up anybody here. Kyle, these lanes are turning into a disaster.
What? It looks like just a really timely silence from Mickey, but there wasn't even a shroud skill. So
Radiant's courier has been killed.
I love the build, actually, from Mickey. Just went 2 points arrows, 1 point done. Very effective. You don't need multi-shot. Doesn't help you in that lane. And now the tornado, man. These, as you said, it's a disaster. This is just 3 lanes, 3 wins so far for Liquid. And it doesn't really get easier. The trouble for Alliance, I like their draft a lot more this game, but Sven needs some time to come online. Whereas Necro and DK, they kind of prosper when they have that advantageous laning phase, and then they're free to shove and take control. And now Nico's just standing in a cycle, and he's dead again.
Oh, Taiga, he had a fairy fire left in his back pocket. That means with the body blocking from Boxy, they do a lot of damage to FNG. They won't be able to kill him, but still, they get the kill on the carry, and they don't actually trade anybody for it. Sounds going out. Necrophos does take a lot of damage there. And if they successfully prevent the hard camp from being pulled over, they'll get some more experience for their Necrophos. Slowed down. Boxy's already thrown out the remnant, but FNG, he's looking pretty toast here. The nuke is going to come out. One more hit. Taiga is dominating already. 5.5 minutes in.
Top lane is a massacre. I don't want to look at it anymore. Click the drought. This is something I haven't seen in 8 years. Wait, level 5? Only 4 points? He's got a point in stats.
A point in
the throwback. You know, it was a big part of the game way back in the day. Drow was one of those heroes you could potentially skip active abilities for stats. Haven't seen it in half a decade. I give my first chance here today. Mickey, I actually kind of like he's going to hit 6. You know, you just need the stats on Drow. 3 points. Frost Arrows all in for the laning phase. Don't need to farm with multi-shot because you have no plans on leaving this lane for something.
Radiant are scanning.
Gotcha!
Long enough.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire structures are fortified.
Wait up!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's neither fair nor foul.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Silence. Come get healed.
Antiseptic.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Many a grave is hidden in these woods.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ah.
Wait some more.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Bounty.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Double damage.
Want some pointers?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'll take that.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I'll take that.
That's exactly.
It's not in my nature, but
Healing, where are you going?
Radiant are scanning. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
gods are with us.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
What have we here?
Another self-styled king meets his end.
Heal us.
Double damage.
Return to ultimate.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Speed and precision.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Nature attend us.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Is silence.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That went well. I'll take that.
Take that.
Self-portraits.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
sprites are with us.
Radiant are scanning. Roshan has fallen to the Radiant. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Great wheel turns again.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Nature attend us. Wait up.
Bounty.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Sorry.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
There you go.
My spirit is loosed.
Forms of my life fade from memory.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Heal us.
Radiant are standing.
Who cannot see my true nature?
Back before the arrow fired has fallen.
Dire are scattered.
Silence.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
I die. Alone.
You die too easy.
Don't run off.
Pierce the void.
Healing power. Don't.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Arms for the dead. Bounty.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Haste.
Come on, sprites. I'll do better next time. Shakers by the
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant are scanning. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Coin for me.
Roshan has fallen to the dire. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It was worth it.
I take that.
My sprites are with us.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Don't run off.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is falling. Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Nature attend us. Wait up.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
We are not that which you think.
Where are you going?
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Victory. Alliances turn to ban. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Alliances turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Yeehaw!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to pick.
Mereska has arrived.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Dragon Knight.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban.
Hi there.
Ten seconds remaining. Alliance's turn to ban. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Alliance's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick. Alliance's turn to pick.
Send.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero. Prepare for battle.
Why, thank you.
Looking good.
Thirty seconds to battle. The battle begins.
Know your place.
Trick shot!
The skills. Follow me.
First blood with the poison twist.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'm toying with you. You understand that, right?
Close, but not quite.
You get what you deserve.
Denied.
You become feast for the flesh fly.
I'll take that.
Ouchie!
All thanks.
are fortified.
No malingering.
None can stand against us.
I take what I please.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Look no more upon our face.
Bounty.
Don't get wet.
Denied.
I die.
Radiant are scanning.
Thank you.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Mine.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
You pay for what you've done.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Migraines in the scintillant waste. Succumb to your wounds.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under
We're a hell of
attack.
a team, Jax, aren't we?
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Bounty.
All my lines grow old.
Radiant are scanning. Dire are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
From above.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh, that is too good.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Bounty.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
I'll have to come back
Dire's
here.
top tower is under attack. Dire are scanning. Radiant are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Lizard spit. My poison works its magic.
Guilty. Was there another better dress for me could have used? Look at the road.
He always said things would catch up with me. God, I hate it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant are scanning.
Bounty killing!
Bounty.
Dire are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Visibility!
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Coin for me.
Radiant are scanning.
and good are linked. Monster kill! You're washed up.
Dire are scanning.
This isn't over.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Immortality. Fall before us. We'll be back.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Double damage.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We were the last of our kind. Your thoughts are silenced.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Invisibility. Coming through!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is falling. Radiant's bottom tower is falling. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Never had a chance.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's top barracks has fallen. The Dire